it depends on what skills you could be talking about. What injuries do you get from stunting? What injuries do you get from tumble? But in reality, I think that with cheer, we are really, really quite on top of making sure what we are doing is safe and making sure that we have all the right kind of procedures there for them.
Hey, are you ready to open the next cheer chapter? I'm Allison sat with over 20 years in the cheerleading industry, and somehow I ended up as an author too. I'm here to give it to you straight. No fluff, useful tips, and all the quirks from life on the mats and in the books. Whether you're doing the laundry, driving, or just trying to survive, you're in the right place. So grab your coffee or your jug of water and let's turn the next page.
On this particular training day, my junior coach, she came in and had a school project and wanted to interview me. So I thought it'd be a good idea to record it and share it with you guys. Now she asks me a few questions, and I honestly could have chatted for hours, and I was trying to squeeze as much information for her in as I could. So if you have any questions, drop them in the comments or head over to the website and go to the contact form. If there's any of those topics you think that you would like to go deeper with, and even if you have more than one question, send them through, because I honestly would love to hear what you want me to talk about and expand on in the cheerleading world. So on this particular day, we were doing a school holiday workshop. So I've included a little bit of footage of us doing drills on that day with the kids, because it's probably not where you would think. So here we go. What type of documentary is this?
I have to do it for
It's
English.
a serious documentary.
Yes, well, it's
I'm
like
the most unserious person.
it's like serious but not serious. Like
Okay, I'll try to do good for you.
it's just like it's more like educational, teaching people about it and like understand what it's a sport.
All right.
So can you say something into the microphone or say something?
We love you, Mia. Mia's the best. Give her a grade A.
How would you describe cheerleading to someone who has no idea about it?
Cheerleading is an activity that you are going to try, hopefully, if you haven't tried it. And it's something where you go and you join in with other people. And honestly, I just hope that you would fall in love with it if you try it, just like I did. But it's an activity that involves a lot of teamwork, and you are working on creating this massive visual display. And it is a combination of lots of different skills that you're going to learn. So you're going to learn all these different skills with this group of people, and they might be skills that involve dance. It might be skills that involve gymnastic skills, if you know anything about those, like handstands, forward rolls, cartwheels, those kind of things. And then the other skills that you're going to learn, which are the best, which is the biggest part of cheer, is stunts. And stunts are when we're like lifting each other. So you learn how to lift each other and do different types of lifting skills into the air. And there's also jumps as well. And you put it all together to make this massive visual routine, and you just have so much fun. And the other part of it is you get to learn skills yourself that you become responsible for. So there's a lot going on in cheer, and that's why I think you should try it.
Why do you love cheerleading?
Oh, I love cheerleading for so many reasons. There's obviously the generic ones, which you will hear a lot, which is like, it's a great sport, it involves teamwork, we learn things, we get to go do comps and performances and stuff like that. But for me personally, like my deepest reason would be because when I first started, I started at the age of 16. I started as a coach. I was not an athlete. I went straight into coaching, and it's just been a crazy ride where I actually get to hang out with all these amazing people every week. And the thing that I love about it the most is it's always changing, and you're always being challenged. And whether you're an athlete or a coach or a gym owner, you are always learning new things. It's never boring, and it just keeps me super, super, super engaged. And I feel like having this sport as part of my life has kept me consistent in so many other areas of my life. So it's taught me a lot of life skills, bringing this on even as late as 16. It's brought a lot of those skills in my life that I can put into other areas, such as like loyalty, determination, commitment, having grit. All of those things are things that have helped other areas in my life, and they are life skills that I like to put and teach and bring to other young people's lives too.
What are the most common injuries in cheerleading?
Oh, injuries. Do you know what? This topic we could do a whole video on just this. But injuries, actually, I actually find, after coaching for like 20 plus years, cheer, they actually don't get that many injuries in cheer, to be fair. Cheerleading, I usually find that when I'm coaching teams, children will come into the gym and come into the program and they've got injuries elsewhere from other activities, be it kids just doing kid stuff or them playing sport. They'll usually have injuries from elsewhere, and then people assume that they've got them from cheerleading because it's that stereotypical like assumption that cheer is so dangerous that they've got those injuries there. But in reality, I actually find that, with what we're doing in cheer, we take so many different steps and procedures into making sure that what we are doing is as safe as possible. I usually find that most injuries come from outside and then they bring them in. Within the gyms, realistically, I actually don't see a lot of injuries. I mean, I couldn't even pick one off the top of my head. Sure, there's been lots of random ones throughout the years, but I come from a sports injury background and I could list them for you for other sports. But for cheer, I mean, it depends on what skills you could be talking about. What injuries do you get from stunting? What injuries do you get from tumble? But in reality, I think that with cheer, we are really, really quite on top of making sure what we are doing is safe and making sure that we have all the right kind of procedures there for them.
Okay. How did you start cheerleading?
Well, I started cheerleading when I was 16, and at the time, my friend's parents ran a charity organisation, and this is in England. And their parents were running this youth charity organisation where they had a lot of programs running for boys. So there was like basketball, music, skateboarding, all kinds of programs to help young men growing up, but they didn't have a lot of programs specifically for young females. And they sent myself and two of my friends to go away, completely different now. This makes me feel so ancient, but they sent us away for a weekend to learn how to be a cheerleading coach. And we went away, learned how to be a cheerleading coach over a whole weekend. And then I just started coaching from there, and I just have never not coached since then. And that was the point that her battery died. So that was the end of all of the questions she could ask, even though I could have definitely spoke about a lot more. And this week she actually told me that she got top marks, woohoo, for that school assignment. So proud of her. She's done so well, and I'm glad that I could actually help her with her school project. So yeah, let me know if you've got any more questions. I would love to hear from you, and I hope that was helpful. See you in the next year chapter.
Thanks for sticking with me until the end of this chapter. I hope you found something useful, or at the very least cracked a smile. If you want some more, dive into more episodes, grab one of my books or a freebie at thecheerleaderbookclub.com. Hit me up on socials at the Cheerleader Book Club, and if you have a wild topic you want to hear my take on, send it over. No, really, thank you so much for listening. I really appreciate you. And on that note, I will look forward to seeing you in the next cheer chapter.